Alright, ladies and gentlemen, this will be the instructions for step 7, which we will be doing this slightly more complicated shape. I'm going to start out by drawing out each of the boxes. Again, making sure that my front and my top line up right here, and then my front and my side line up right here. And make sure, again, that you use the same number of boxes that are used in each of these. And you'll notice this one requires you to use that half box on a few of them. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to start out by just drawing out those 3 drawings. Boxes. 2, 2. I also have 1.5 back here. This. I'll just only need 1 box down, not 2. Also need to clip this hidden line. And making sure that this line is on the top and the bottom. That's good. Okay. Then I'm calling it the top view. sure this goes to the center of this piece, not the first line. Yeah. Adjustment. And don't forget to do your hidden lines. Yeah. Now my hidden lines right here. And right here. Okay. So now I have my drawing totally done. And again, you do not have to do the isometric view. You can if you want. I'm not going to. So next I need to dimension this. And according to faculty W, each of these grid squares is 1 centimeter, and so that's going to drive all my dimensions. And don't forget to be looking at your dimensioning rules on page 5. And because that should reflect the actual size of the object, not the scaled size, and make sure I use 1 centimeter. I'm using centimeters for all of my dimensions. All right, let's do my overall dimensions. All right. And got to decide what's your overall dimensions, which view you're going to do most of your dimensions on. And I think I'm going to do most of my lengthwise dimensions on my front view, and most of my height dimensions on my side view, and I'm going to do my width dimensions on my top. And so I'm going to put my overall height, my overall length here. Dimension line for my overall length. And it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and it's 1 centimeter per square, so that is 7 centimeters. And then I'm going to do my overall width dimensions on this drawing. So, right here. And this one is 3 squares wide, so that's 3 centimeters. And I'm going to do all my height dimensions on this drawing over here. This is 1, 2, 3 and a half. Alright, so now I've done my overall dimensions. Alright, I need to pay attention to all my rules on all of them, of course. But the main ones I need to focus on for this one are Rule 3, where I include all dimensions necessary to produce or inspect the part, and Rule 5, dimensions should be attached to a view that best shows the contour of the feature to be dimensioned. And Rule 7, no, where is it? Rule 8, avoid dimensioning to hidden lines. So these are the rules that I've got to particularly focus on, because there's so many hidden lines in this drawing. I need to make sure I avoid those. And then, but as long as I do all of my length drawings in this one, all of my height drawings in this one, and all of my width drawings in this one, I'm going to be okay. So let's start out with the lengths. And I'm just going to be doing it's like nested chain of dimensions. So I'm going to start off, I need to know how far away this one is. Let's say here is 1, 2, 3, 5 centimeters. And then I need to know about right here. Which is 1, 2, 3 and a half. So 3.5 centimeters. And then finally, this last one is right here. Shows off this feature is 2 centimeters. And if I do these chains of dimensions right here, then I can be sure that I've not done too many dimensions. I do the same thing with my heights. So I already have the overall height. Yeah, I already have the overall height. I do need a dimension showing this height from here to here, but I can't put it on this view because that's a hidden line. So I need to bring it over here. And that is 2.5 centimeters. 1, 2, 5. And the rest of them I can put over here. I have this right here, which is 1.5 centimeters. And finally, this dimension right here. And this is one of those times where it is too small. And so you just drag it out here and would write 0.5 centimeters. And last but not least, I need to do my width dimensions. And again, there's one part that I can't do on, so I'm going to show this dimension on here. So that is here, middle, and that is 1.5 centimeters. But I can't really show that on, I can't show the width of this piece here because it's a hidden line. And so I've got to bring that back over to this view. I've already done my middle one, so I don't worry about that. It's 2 centimeters. And here, I'm gonna one more time bring it outside because I'm gonna have room. Say 1 second. So because this was a much more complicated figure, it required a lot more dimensions, but I should have them all now. I have showed the width to length to all of my features in this drawing, plus the height of this piece right here. I've shown my other heights on this drawing, plus the width of this bottom piece. And then finally I've shown the width here of the of that top piece. If I wanted to, I could have put all of the width dimensions on here, but I thought that would get too crowded, which is why I left it alone. And so that is how you would do. Oh, what I forgot to do though is to label this. And now I should be good to go. I'm going to do one quick check back through my checklist. Again, I said isometric view is optional, so I don't have to worry about that part of the checklist. You guys can see that. So check off this. Isometric view, we're not doing that, so it's not applicable. Overall width, height, depth, got it. I don't really have any center points, so I don't worry about that. I don't have any holes, so I don't worry about that. I don't have any radius or diameters because I don't have any curves, so I don't worry about that. I've got no duplicate dimensions. I don't have any extra dimensions. My dimensions line up horizontally and vertically. And I've got no dimension lines or extension lines crossing. So I'm good to go.